All right, hello everyone. We are continuing with our perspective drawing series. I am going to do the next part for the 3D perspective distortion. Okay, so this right here is the drawing we came up with from the second part, and I'm going to get even more extreme in this part. Okay, so if you want to see what happened here, please watch the last video, watch the video before that, and get some understanding of how 3-point perspective distortion works, and how you can use it in your compositions. So I'm going to grab another sheet. Same setup. Welcome to this channel. If this is your first time here, the channel is named Stractify, and the focus of this channel is to explore concepts and techniques as they are related to drawing and composition, and doing so at a foundational level, and then basically breaking things down and then building up from there. All right, so here's our horizon line, HL, HL, vanishing point, we're going to bring that in again, VP1 and VP2. All right, so we've already established that, let's not forget VP3, which we'll put up here. VP, the third vanishing point, VP3. And we've already established that anything beyond the border of each vanishing point will experience some sort of distortion, as long as you stick to the rules of 3-point perspective construction. Any object that you draw outside of this space will be distorted in a mild or an extreme way. All right, so the last two times I started by drawing a normal box. I'm going to go backwards. I'm just going to go straight into the distortion and then plug in a normal box at the end. All right, so hopefully I don't get lost in this one, because distortion can be a bit tricky sometimes. So, all right, so let me lay this out all the way this way. Lay this out. Let's open this up a little bit more than we did last time. Maybe down to there. And then we're going to do the same with this. We're really going to open this one up. Now, the last time, in the last drawing, we opened that up just about that much for that side. But with VP2, we're going to open this one up. Open this one up, open this way up. Or way out, depending on how you want to look at it. Just take it off the page. Okay, so we've got that. Now, let me refer back to the other drawing. So this is VP1 right here. So we opened it up fully the same way we're doing here. But then with VP2, we did not open it up this much. We just opened it up that much. Okay, so there's that line and that radiating line. And then we have, so that's what has sort of limited how far this box can go, this tent-looking box. So it only goes this far because it's sort of reeled in some sort of way. It's not past the vanishing point. So this would not be considered, this rectangle here would not be considered distorted. It's just distorted in terms of how it's being influenced by the third vanishing point, but it's within the space, it's fine. This is going to get a little wonky because it's outside the space now. So let's see what we get. It will be accurate, but it will look weird. I will try as much as possible. Well, I will stick to the rules stringently. But you guys might, it might be a little confusing to look at. Or not. Some of you might look at it and be like, oh, I totally get it. More power to you, right? So here you go. So from each point, let's label the points A, B, C. All right. So basically we have a box that's opened on one end when it's set up like this. So from C to vanishing point 3. Okay, it's running along, so I want there to be a little more of a discrepancy. So I'm going to move vanishing point 3. I'm going to move it over to about here. Move to about right there, okay? So that I can have a little more give, a little more control. Let's see if that helps. So we're going to project that over to vanishing point 3. You are not projecting a line from vanishing point 1 to vanishing point 3. Do not get confused by this. It's these points, A, B, and C. Okay? It's probably a no-brainer to the majority of you, but just in case somebody gets confused when they're trying it out later, I just want you guys to remember that. Make sure that line is as accurate as possible. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. This is A, side A. So I'm going to pick a height for side A right here. And that's going to be A1. As soon as I pick that height, I'm going to project is that what I want to do? Hold on a second. What I want to do is project a line from VP2 to A1, like so. Okay, so that establishes my height, and that gives me the corner for B1. And then I'm going to work off of VP1, project a line straight through. It's a little off. Project a line straight through. That's a little off too. So in the middle here. I don't think it matters at this point, but oh well. It's kind of a mess. All right. And that gives, so from project a line from, I've got B1 and then point C, that'll be C1. Okay. Now, what do I have? Okay, so I have, make sure first, you be sure of what I'm doing. So I have that is a back wall, this is another wall. And this comes this way. That's going up that way. Okay, so I got C from V1. So if I want to get the rest, I'm going to do this in pencil first. Yes, I think that's correct. I think that is correct. Like I said, this gets tricky. So, okay, I think I've got it. Let me darken the lines. Move this over, make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so that's the vertical for wall C. Okay, so this is the wall. So basically, if your wall, if that is your wall, use a pen. If that is your wall, like that, what we have is C, and this is C1, and then this right here, this horizontal is that line, okay? This horizontal on the floor is this line, okay? That's opening way up. So this is just opening up for you. So we've got that. So let's go ahead and connect that back or side wall of B, C to B, like so. And then we have B to A. Let's bring this in a little bit, make sure I'm in frame. B to A. And this goes here like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm a little unsure about that. I will figure out in a second. That's the wall, that's the floor. This is the wall. So from here to here is accurate. Like so. And that's what we've got. That's so weird. Okay, so that's what we've got. We've got that top portion of the wall, if it makes any sense, turning in. So I'm going to just get the light blue. I'm going to like that. Collapsing in, so to speak. There we go. So basically what we've got is this, this, and that, okay? And yeah, this is it right here, completely distorted. I'm going to shade this part in. Let me just subdivide it, make my life easier. I'm going to shade it lightly. Never could stay within the lines when coloring. I guess I could, but you know, when you're rushing it, you can't. think my illustration professor, Don Johnson, I learned this tip from him. Just subdivide your big space and then shade it. Makes it a little faster. Okay, so yeah, this is accurate, and it's opening up in a weird sort of way, but remember that this is a complete distortion, okay? It's constructed correctly, and basically what we're getting here is this box. So this wall here is just this wall. Like here it's limited, right? So basically it's as if you're standing maybe right here. Or maybe even right here, looking at the wall, but you don't see the back of it. You're not seeing the back of it. And maybe you're wearing some really extreme goggles, and it just blows out that way and that way. Okay, so there is your distortion. I am going to go ahead and put in the small box within that space, just so that you can see how normal it looks. Or to just have that contrast between the normal box and then this completely distorted space. Just going to draw it part-way portion. All right, and then we'll make it a short box again. Oh boy. There we go. Try that again, make sure it's accurate. All right, so I'm just gonna darken it. There we go. Oh, I hope I wasn't too far off camera. Sorry about any of that. All right, so remember our third vanishing point is right there. Vanishing point 1, vanishing point 2, horizon line. And there is our distortion in 3-point perspective. So this space, what 3-point distortion allows you to do is to just sort of open up a box, so to speak, and create a space. So you have this floor space here, really widely opened up. This is the wall. So if I were presenting this further, I'd probably darken this portion here, because it's as if you're like right up against a wall looking in a weird sort of way. Anyway, but this is what happens. This is a completely distorted box when you take these radiating lines to the extreme. Okay, so this box is normal, but then all this other stuff is just out of whack. So try it for yourself, experiment with this, see what you can do with it, see what you come up with, and you know, have fun with it. I'm sure you guys will, it'll drive you nuts. Yeah. So, all right, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me here on this channel, Stractify, and there will be more videos to come where I go through all this stuff and you guys can learn in the process. So just leave some comments, questions, ideas, whatever, you know, whatever you want to say, just leave them down below. Keep the discussion civil, keep the conversations positive, and let's not, you know, have any of the stuff that goes on in the rest of the internet take place here on this site or this channel. All right, I will see you next time. Take care.